that's not how you should do it. I am sorry.
Oh, I will manage with just 5 boxes.
Hello my little darlings and welcome back to another video here on my channel. How are you? I'm sick as a dog today. I am still very sick. I have a cold and probably some weird kind of influenza going on in my body right now. So I have stuffed myself as I did last week with medication, painkillers, cough syrup, all of that nasty shit, you know, that makes you feel kind of weird. But before we get into the video, I would be so happy if you would want to press that like and that subscribe if you haven't done that already. I just look like a cult leader at the moment, so yes, let's just go into the video. So, packing like a pro on a budget might sound as a weird title because everybody knows it's expensive as shit to move. And yes, it is expensive to move. You have all the double rent stuff, maybe you have double of something, you know, and there are some unexpected expenses that we don't think about, which comes in the form of packing boxes. As you all know, you can buy packing boxes at most hardware stores, actually, at IKEA and all of that stuff. And the problem is, I feel, is that those packing boxes are too big, not very handleable, if you know what I mean, you know, and they are very easily to overfill, so they are too heavy to even lift, and that were one of the big problems when my special darling moved, because they had those big boxes and they were so goddamn heavy and so filled with stuff that I couldn't carry them. He is quite big and strong and have big muscles and I don't. That were a big problem, and I do feel like that is a problem for many people, you know. And also that sometimes when I look at moving vlogs on YouTube, you know, other YouTubers, especially here in Sweden to be precise, there have been a lot of moving going on this year, and people are so unorganized, I almost puke. I just can't understand how you can be so unorganized and so not prepared. I just can't understand it, you know. It feels like they wait to the last second to pack everything, and when the moving days comes they don't even have packed enough stuff, you know, so they have to ramble and scramble and just throw it down in the boxes, you know, and no, that's not how you should do it. I am sorry. And all the complaining because you can't plan ahead is it just blows my mind. I sound very mad. I'm very sorry about that. Of course, my darlings, I will share my packing tips with you so you don't have to do like those YouTubers does. And of course, not every YouTuber does this, you know. There are many that are really very well organized, have planned ahead, and it just goes smooth, and I just feel so satisfied when I see those moving vlogs. What I like to do when I move, first of all, is to get me some free boxes, you know, because I'm a YouTuber. It's not because I'm a YouTuber, it's because I talk with the people at my local grocery store and they can provide me with those banana crates, actually. And banana crates isn't very expensive, actually. They cost, I believe, 30 euro cents a box if you want to pay for them. And some local supermarkets just gives them away for free because they are gonna throw them away anyway, you know. So that can save you a lot of money, actually, because those packing boxes you buy can be very expensive. I mean, how expensive can a piece of cardboard actually be? 15 euros for 5 boxes. I mean, that is just a ridiculous price point in my opinion. I'm sorry if it have sounded weird until now because my microphone was all over there and I was sitting here, so I'm sorry for that. Those banana crates are actually free. Those are free. I will probably have to get more, and those will probably not be free. You know, when you are needing like 30 boxes, to pay 30 euro cents per box is better than paying 15 euros for 10 oversized boxes that you can't even lift when you are moving. That is a tip for you, my darlings. Always check your local supermarket for banana crates. So, now you have acquired all of your boxes, and we always take 2 little boxes. It's a problem. I have 2 little boxes at the moment. I will have to get more. Always stack up on boxes. Don't ever think that,
oh, I will manage with just 5 boxes.
Nobody manages with 5 boxes. I have almost 12 already, and I have packed 1 quarter of my apartment. I mean, I have so much stuff, and I didn't even think I had this much stuff. That is just ridiculous. It is actually quite a few months left until I move, and you might wonder why I have already started packing, and it's because I don't want that chaotic feeling when I actually move, you know, the day before I realize it.
Oh shit, I haven't packed a goddamn thing.
And I just throw everything down into the boxes and everything breaks and I don't know where it are. When I comes to the new place and I have to go through every little box after every piece and nook and cranny, and oh my god, that... You might wonder how I can live with all these boxes and how I can live with my life packed down already. And I haven't actually packed down anything necessary. Everything that I don't use are washed. Everything that can withstand water, in essence ceramics, glass, metal, any sort of hard stuff, you know, even wood can go into the washing machine on the low heat cycle or rinse cycle, and it can be packed away, you know, neat and clean, wrapped in wrapping paper or packing paper or some sort of commercially pamphlets, you know, you rip the pages out and just wrap it up so it doesn't break. So that I have actually done, and it's also a tip for you to plan ahead, you know, to pack down every little thing that you don't use. You wash it if it's, you know, doesn't contain any electronics, and pack it neatly, tidy, pack it in a box, and then, as you can see, you mark it. I have marked mine with numbers, and I have written down that number into a little book, a notebook to be exact, and I have written down that in box number 12, for example, are my books. Just to make it simple and easy, I have written down that in crate number 12 I have my books, for example, and when I get to the new place I can look in my little notebook and I will see that I have my books in the box number 12. I have my books in box. I have my books in box number 12. That was a very weird sentence to say, actually. And that will also make it more structured. You will know exactly where things are. And since you have packed everything that is not necessary for your life when the moving day actually comes, you can just pack down the essentials, and then you are ready to move, you know. I just can't understand why people doesn't do that. I'm sorry, but it just feels like...
Oh no, I can't live in boxes for so long. Oh, my life will be so boring if I put away grandma's coffee cups that I haven't used for 12 years.
It looks hell of a boring, you know. It looks sad to have the boxes stacked like this. You know, I have a stack that you can't see also. And, well, yes, it is boring, but it will save so much time and effort and make everything more fluid, and will make everything more easy in the end, you know, that you have already packed everything unnecessary, it's cleaned, it's wrapped in paper, it's marked, you know, so nothing disappears, and you don't have to look through every box after what you're looking for when you actually are gonna unpack your stuff, you know. So, to make this video make more sense, you know, I will list the things you will need for this. So, number 1. Go to the grocery store and ask them for banana crates. They are very good, very sturdy, they can swallow a whole lot of stuff, you know. They are easy to carry, they are not easy to overstuff with stuff, you know. The only downside is that there are a hole in the bottom for ventilation when they are actually moving bananas around. Oftentimes there are like a cardboard plate or a slate in the bottom, you know. But that is not there when you actually get them, so you will have to use this kind of stuff, you know. This is a commercial pamphlet, it's quite big, quite sturdy, and if you put two of these big pamphlets in the bottom, it will get sturdy enough to hold a lot of stuff. So you pack it from the outside rim to the middle, you know, so it gets tension on the paper, and when you put stuff in the middle it will not just fall out. Second of all, when you are packing, everything that is dirty, everything that has dust on it, everything that is, you know, icky sticky, that can withstand water, you know, like glass, ceramics, metals, wood, plastics, put it in the dishwasher on the rinse cycle, rinse it clean, wash it off, pack it in packing paper or newspaper, paper, and down in the box. And when you have packed that box and it's not too heavy, not too light, and it's not overflowing and it's not too little in it, you close it up with tape or you don't know if you have those, you don't actually need tape, but if you have a box that need tape, you tape it down, of course. And then you put a sticker on, or you just write on it the number, and then you write in your notebook what you have in it, so it doesn't get confusing when you get to your new apartment. Number 3, always mark the heavy boxes so those can go in the bottom when you are stacking them and storing them and transporting them. Because heavy boxes, if you put a lot of heavy boxes on a box with fragile stuff like grandma's coffee cups, there is a high risk of those coffee cups getting destroyed, and we don't want that. So all the heavy stuff in the bottom and all the light stuff and fragile stuff on the top. But you know, still those banana crates can withstand everything, it feels like, so you know, it's not a big problem in any case, but it's still better to be safe than sorry. So yes, my darlings, that was that little video. I probably didn't make a lot of sense. I just got mad because I watched a Swedish YouTuber move when I ate my dinner, so I just had that fresh rage in me, all of that lovely stuff, yes indeed. So thank you so much for watching, my little darlings. I hope it was a little bit helpful at least, and if you have questions, of course you can ask them down below and I will be happy to answer them. Before you leave, please don't forget to press that like, subscribe and notification icon so you don't miss anything, and so become a part of the DarlingSquad and the Digazmo family as well. And never forget, be who you are since nobody else can, and never be afraid of planning ahead. Bye!